Did you know that 93% of communication is nonverbal? That means only 7% of what you say actually comes from words. Think about that for a second. When you're talking to someone, your body language, tone, and facial expressions matter way more than the words you choose. It's crazy, right? Here's another shocking fact: 55% of how people judge you in the first few seconds of meeting you is based on your body language. So, you might be giving off the wrong impression without even realizing it. But don't worry. By the end of this guide, you'll have the tools to speak with confidence, engage with anyone, and make a lasting impression, all with ease. We'll cover strategies that go beyond basic communication tips. You'll learn how to harness the power of body language, transform your voice, and even improve your mindset to become the kind of person who walks into a room and captures attention without saying a word. Ready to change the way you speak? Let's dive in. Chapter 1: The Invisible Art of Body Language. When we communicate, over 90% of our message is nonverbal. That's right, only 7% of communication comes from words, while 38% comes from tone, and a whopping 55% from body language. Studies show that people make judgments about you within just seconds of meeting, based largely on how you carry yourself. It's a fact, the way you stand, sit, or even walk speaks volumes about your confidence. To project confidence, start by standing tall with your shoulders back. Imagine there's a string pulling you upward from the top of your head. This simple act opens up your body, making you appear more confident and approachable. When speaking, avoid crossing your arms or legs. These gestures can create a barrier between you and your audience, making you seem closed off. Instead, keep your arms relaxed at your sides or use natural gestures to emphasize your points. Studies show that people are more likely to trust speakers who use open body language. Also, don't underestimate the power of eye contact. It's not about staring someone down but holding their gaze for a few seconds at a time. Eye contact helps establish trust and signals that you're engaged. Research from Harvard suggests that maintaining appropriate eye contact can make you seem more competent and sincere. And finally, smile. Not only does it make you appear friendlier, but it also releases endorphins, which can help calm your nerves before speaking. According to psychologist Dr. Paul Ekman, a genuine smile can make you seem 40% more approachable. So, if you want to speak with ease, start by mastering your body language. Chapter 2: Vocal Alchemy. Transform your voice into a magnet. Your voice is a powerful tool in communication, don't let it go to waste. The way you use it can transform an ordinary conversation into a captivating exchange. Start by focusing on your tone. A monotonous voice can quickly lose your listeners' attention, while varying your tone keeps people engaged. Research from UCLA found that tone is a key indicator of how persuasive and likable you sound. If you find yourself speaking too fast out of nerves, slow down. Pausing between thoughts not only makes you sound more confident but gives your audience time to absorb your message. A slow, deliberate pace conveys authority, while speaking too quickly can make you seem less credible. Pitch is another crucial element. Lowering your pitch can make you sound more confident and in control. According to voice coach Roger Love, speakers with lower pitches are perceived as more authoritative. If you're naturally high-pitched, practice deep breathing and resonance exercises to lower your tone. Another vocal trick is the power of silence. A well-timed pause is incredibly effective in letting your words land with impact. Silence creates anticipation, making people hang on to every word you say. According to the book, The Art of Public Speaking, by Dale Carnegie, pauses give you a chance to gather your thoughts and allow the audience to reflect on your message. Finally, never underestimate the power of your volume. Speaking too softly can make you seem unsure, while speaking too loudly can come off as aggressive. Aim for a comfortable volume that can be heard by everyone in the room without strain. By controlling your volume and tone, you turn your voice into a magnetic force. Chapter 3: The Art of Listening. Like a pro, speaking is only half of communication. To truly connect with others, you must master the art of listening. Effective speakers are often great listeners because they know that listening builds rapport. When you listen actively, you send a clear message that you value the other person's words. Start by maintaining full focus on the speaker. Put away distractions like your phone or computer. According to a study from the University of Maryland, multitasking during a conversation can decrease your ability to remember important details by up to 40%. Another key strategy is to use reflective listening. This means paraphrasing or summarizing what the speaker has said to show you understand. For example, saying, "So what I hear you saying is," can encourage deeper engagement and help clarify any misunderstandings. Listening is also about asking the right questions. Instead of simply responding with your thoughts, ask open-ended questions that invite more discussion. Research from the University of Michigan found that open-ended questions make people feel more valued and are more likely to lead to a meaningful exchange. But listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about understanding emotions. Pay attention to the speaker's tone, body language, and facial expressions. By reading these signals, you'll gain insight into their feelings and respond accordingly. As author Stephen R. Covey wrote in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, most people do not listen with the intent to understand, they listen with the intent to reply. One of the most effective listening strategies is silence. After someone speaks, resist the urge to respond immediately. This pause gives you time to reflect on what they've said and allows you to craft a thoughtful, relevant response. Silence also gives the other person space to continue speaking if they wish. By combining active listening with thoughtful responses, you'll not only improve your speaking skills but also form stronger, more meaningful connections. After all, communication is a two-way street. If you're enjoying these strategies, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering communication. It's time to take your speaking and listening skills to the next level. Chapter 4: Confidence from Within. Shifting your inner dialogue. Before you can speak with confidence to others, you must first learn how to speak confidently to yourself. Our inner dialogue shapes our self-image, which in turn impacts how we interact with others. Negative self-talk, like thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll mess up," can be paralyzing. Research from the University of Texas suggests that individuals who practice positive self-talk experience lower stress and better performance in high-pressure situations. Start by replacing limiting thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of thinking, "I'm nervous," tell yourself, "I'm prepared and ready." Dr. Shad Helmstetter, author of What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, emphasizes that affirmations help rewire our brains, allowing us to perform better and reduce anxiety. Simple phrases like, "I am confident," or "I can do this," can have a huge impact when repeated daily. Another strategy is visualization. Before any conversation or presentation, take a moment to close your eyes and visualize yourself succeeding. Imagine yourself speaking clearly, engaging with your audience, and feeling calm and confident. Studies show that athletes who use visualization techniques perform better, and the same applies to anyone looking to improve their speaking abilities. Building confidence also requires action. Psychologist Amy Cuddy's famous research on power poses demonstrates that adopting confident body language, like standing tall or taking up more space, can trick your brain into feeling more powerful. So, if you're feeling nervous before speaking, try taking a moment to stand in a powerful pose to boost your inner confidence. Ultimately, true confidence comes from within. By shifting your internal dialogue to one of positivity and belief, you set yourself up to communicate with ease, no matter the situation. Your mindset is the foundation of your speaking power. Chapter 5: Mastering the 60-second elevator pitch. When you meet someone new, you often only have a minute or two to make a lasting impression. This is where the 60-second elevator pitch comes in. Perfecting this brief yet impactful introduction is crucial for making connections, whether at a networking event, business meeting, or social gathering. Start by focusing on what makes you unique. Think about the problem you solve or the value you bring to others. For example, instead of simply saying, "I work in marketing," try something more engaging like, "I help businesses grow by developing targeted digital strategies that drive sales and increase brand visibility." Another important aspect of a successful pitch is clarity. Avoid jargon and complicated terms. According to Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath, the most effective messages are simple and memorable. So, make your pitch as clear as possible, focusing on a single, compelling idea. It's also key to engage your listeners' emotions. People remember how they feel, not just what you say. In his book, Start With Why, Simon Sinek explains that great leaders and speakers inspire action by focusing on the why, the deeper purpose behind what they do. So, think about how your work or passion benefits others and make that your focal point. Lastly, don't forget to ask a question at the end of your pitch. This invites conversation and shows that you value the other person's input. A question like, "How can I help you with specific challenge?" can turn a short interaction into a meaningful exchange. Mastering your 60-second pitch will give you the ability to introduce yourself confidently and make a lasting impression in any situation. It's about delivering just enough to spark interest and leave your listener wanting more. Chapter 6: Conversational Charisma. Turning small talk into big connections. Small talk doesn't have to be shallow. In fact, it can be the gateway to deep, meaningful conversations. The secret is to move beyond the surface level and engage others in a way that makes them feel truly heard and valued. The first step is to ask open-ended questions. Instead of simply asking, "How was your day?" try, "What was the best part of your day?" This question encourages the other person to share more and gives you valuable insights into their interests or emotions. Research from the University of California suggests that people are more likely to open up when they feel they are being genuinely listened to. Another great tactic is mirroring. This involves subtly mimicking the body language, tone, or speech patterns of the person you're speaking with. According to social psychologist Dr. Robert Cialdini, mirroring helps create rapport and increases likability, making the other person feel more comfortable around you. It's also important to practice active listening. Rather than thinking about what you'll say next, focus entirely on the person speaking. Nod, maintain eye contact, and offer small verbal affirmations like, "I see," or "That's interesting." Research by psychologist Dr. John Gottman found that active listening increases trust and strengthens relationships. To take your conversational skills to the next level, try to offer something of value. This could be as simple as sharing a useful tip, providing a recommendation, or offering help. Studies show that people who give first are more likely to form stronger, lasting connections. Lastly, don't be afraid of a little vulnerability. Sharing a personal story or experience, whether it's about a challenge you've overcome or a funny incident, can make you more relatable and help others connect with you on a deeper level. As Brené Brown, author of Daring Greatly, says, vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. By applying these strategies, you can turn everyday small talk into powerful conversations that build strong relationships and leave a lasting impact. Conversational charisma isn't about having the perfect words, it's about being present, engaged, and genuinely interested in the other person. If you've found these tips helpful, subscribe for even more insights on becoming a master communicator. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be talking to anyone with ease and confidence.